Ever since starting my own digital agency, I've heard so much bullshit about them. So now in this video, I want to talk to you about the 5 common myths about digital agencies. The first one is that you can build an agency by working only 2 hours a day. Now let me tell you, if I was working only 2 hours a day on my agency, by now I would be homeless and I would be begging for money if I really wanted to be alive. There is no way that you can build a digital agency in 2025 by just working 2 hours a day. Maybe there are some people who can actually achieve it, but this is not going to be a long-term business and it's not going to be sustainable. For the last 2 years, I have been working every single day. And some days it was 12 hours, some days it was 14 hours, some days it was only 8 hours. But you have to work, you have to put in the hours, you have to be consistent, and you have to do it again and again and again. It's not going to happen with just 2 hours. If someone is selling you this dream, then you might as well forget it because it's not that easy. I know that right now AI agencies are becoming more and more famous, and people think that by having an AI agency they won't have to work that much. But again, if you'd like to have a business that is going to last for a long time, you can just hop on a trend and think that it's not going to be hard. Everything that is worthwhile is going to be hard. And after all, if it's not hard, if you're not being challenged, if you're not learning anything by going through hard times, then is it really worth it to go after it? Is it going to build your character? No, of course not. You need to go to hardship. Now, the second myth that I have heard about is about starting a digital agency and getting rich very, very fast. This is very connected to the first one, and also it's connected to all the hype from all the agency gurus out there. We have seen so many different ones. I'm getting pinged by many of them on a regular basis on LinkedIn, on Instagram, all of them asking me that if they work with me, they're just going to get me to 10K, to 20K, to 30K a month in just no time. And that doesn't really happen. They may have some kind of a strategy that is working, or maybe it worked 3 years ago and now they're just reselling it and that's how they make their living. But in any case, just think about it and make sure you verify. If someone is telling you that they're some kind of an agency guru and they know everything about agency, just check them out. Check out their profile. See if they have really an active agency right now. See if they're actively working on an agency, or they had an agency 5 years ago and now they're just talking about it. Because it's one thing to talk about it in theory, and it's a whole another thing to be practicing it right now in 2025. So make sure you do your research and don't just believe all those people who are telling you that you can get rich fast. There is no way to get rich fast unless it's some kind of a crypto or unless some kind of a lottery. So make sure you set for a business that is long term. Again, this is connected to the first point, but I just have to emphasize on that. You need to think about your business as a long-term activity and not something that you do for 2 or 3 years and then you get rich and then you never work again. That's never going to happen. Then another point that I have to discuss is that AI will be replacing digital agencies soon. This one is very controversial, I would say, because people really do think that now that you have AI and it's becoming more and more clever, that you'll be able to just use it as your digital marketing consultant. I've also heard of different stories where people are firing their whole marketing department or their marketing employees and they just start using ChatGPT for their marketing. Now, I see one big problem with that. Even if you feed ChatGPT or any kind of AI software that you're using with different data about you as an agency and about what you have done in the past and about who your customers are, etc., it's still going to give you very generic marketing strategies. And what is at the core of marketing? At the core of marketing, you have to stand out. People need to see you, they need to trust you, and they need to buy from you eventually. And if every marketing out there is pretty much the same because it's generated by the same software, do you really think that people are going to trust you? And do you really think that your service as an agency is going to be better than the ones who are done by actual people who just use AI to enhance what they're doing and not just use it to generate everything? On top of this, we're not only talking about the skills, we also have to talk about relationship building. This is very crucial, at least I have understood it in the last 1 year. Building a relationship with all my clients is very, very important. And to me, it's sometimes even more important than the results that you're bringing. Of course, the results may be amazing. You may be getting a 10x return on ad spend for them each month. But if the relationship is not really good, if the communication is not really good, then why would they want to continue working with you? Even if you're getting them the results, if every time they get on a call with you, it's just an unpleasant experience, or every time that they have to pay you, they're just waiting for 2 or 3 weeks after the set date, or many other different things like that, do you think that this is going to be a good working experience? I really believe that that's not the case. So relationships are something that you cannot build through AI, and you have to do it alone, and that happens with humans. Now, another one which is very interesting is that digital agencies are only for big brands. I tend to disagree about that, because there are many, many digital agencies out there, just like ours is, which are working with smaller businesses. Right now, our target is any kind of business who is related to the homes of people, but is also a small to medium business. First of all, we don't want to work with people who are just a one-man show, because it's very hard to get them results, and it just takes a lot of time until it becomes profitable, which means that they have to have a very good budget. This is on one side. And then on the other side, we don't want to work with very big businesses, because right now we as an agency realize that we can't really provide them with the best results. We know that we still have a long way to go until we can really serve a big business like 100 employees plus, and we're totally okay with that. Although we have businesses like this, we just need to be 100% sure that we can give them the results that they're expecting. Otherwise, we just hand them off and we just say, hey, no, we can't really help you right now. We work with small to mid-sized businesses, and that's it. So again, agencies can work with any type of business. So if you're looking for an agency, you need to make sure that they're just fitting your profile. If the agency is working with any type of business on the planet, then that's not really a good sign. If you're a startup, then you can find an agency. If you're a local business, then an agency can help you. If you're a small to medium business selling all over the world, if you're some kind of a SaaS which is already off the ground and running, again, you can have an agency. You just need to calculate whether the cost to investment will be good enough, and also whether you really want to have an agency or just want to have a marketing department in-house. This is something that you need to consider as well. And then last but not least, hiring a digital agency doesn't mean that you won't have to do anything. It's really the case that some people believe that when they hire a digital agency or a marketing agency, they won't have to think about their marketing at all. They will just have to leave it to the agency for them to do everything, and that's it. But that doesn't work. You still have to be very involved in what's happening in the marketing, and you still have to be the one who is improving your service, improving your product, because if you don't do that, then even if you have the best marketing out there, no one is going to trust you and no one is going to buy from you. Marketing is very connected to sales. So if one of those is not really good enough, and also your delivery or the product is not really good enough, then there isn't anything that you can do. So make sure that whenever you have a digital agency working with you, you treat them as a partner and not just as a vendor. If you think that the agency is just some people out there who are just running your Facebook ads, or some people out there running your Google ads or doing your SEO, then you are never going to really get the full benefit of working with an agency. You're always going to just expect X results from them in the platform that they're working on, and that will be it. You're never really going to achieve anything more. And most agencies out there, or I wouldn't say most agencies, at least our agency, wants to do a partnership. We really want to help you achieve more and more and more. We don't want to just be the people who are running some kind of a service for you. So make sure you treat your partner equally and not just offload everything to them and then just expect miracles for your business. So these were the 5 myths about digital agencies in 2025, and I really hope that you enjoyed them. I will be talking a lot more about digital agencies because I believe that right now out there in the agency space, in the digital space, there is lots of misinformation about what we do and how everything goes around. So I will be talking more. If you have any specific topic that you would like me to discuss, make sure you leave a comment down below, and make sure to also subscribe, because I will be continuing with the content as much as I can on this YouTube channel. I will be posting about marketing, digital agencies, home improvement, because this is our main niche of the agency, so you can expect a lot of content about that. And remember, never settle for average.